live on talkSPORT. This is football history being made. Crystal Palace with the first major trophy in their 120 years of existence, and they are glad all over. All those seasons, all those games, all those cup ties, nothing, finals lost, semi-final heartbreak. Yeah, there have been moments, playoff wins, promotions, great escapes, you've had all those, but this is the moment. This is the day for Crystal Palace Football Club. It's Crystal Palace's day. And all those Eagle fans who filled up half of Wembley, and they're making so much noise right now, they can all say they were there. They could tell the grandchildren. There are parents and kids together right now. They'll have that shared moment forever. And this is what football is about. You have a lifelong love for your club, and sometimes it's through thin and thinner. And for Crystal Palace fans, there's been nothing, no major trophy. But it's all been about working towards this moment, and nobody will ever be able to take it away from any of those Crystal Palace fans. Oliver Glasner's the man who's come in and made it happen. He's a winner, he's a cup winner wherever he goes. And he's done it with Crystal Palace when so many have tried and failed to do it before. And what about the match winner? He's banging form at exactly the right time. Eberechi Chiesa, England international, Crystal Palace legend, FA Cup winner. He can't just play chess, he can play football, and he can play it really well. And the celebrations are going on and on and on. The emotions are real, the feelings very special. These are the feelings only football can bring. Partners, spouses, they come and go, we know that. But you have a lifelong love for your club that nobody can ever take away. It's the longest love you'll have in your lifetime. And the amazing thing about it is this: it doesn't matter how badly that club treats you. It doesn't matter about all the bad times that you have watching that football club, supporting that football club when they give you nothing back. It doesn't matter when it comes to this, that big moment that makes it all worthwhile. This will always be there for Crystal Palace fans. With football clubs, you don't get divorced and find another one. There's no swipe left or right. You stay with them. And this is the reason, Wembley today, why they stay with their club. Palace fans, this is what makes it worthwhile. This is why you do it. Savour every single moment. Now, City have been drowning in trophies under Pep Guardiola. Palace just wanted one. They were thirsty, desperate, hungry. And they're going to make the most of this. This isn't just another trophy for a club that always wins trophies. This is Crystal Palace's big day out. And they're going home with the FA Cup. City's worst season for years. Palace have taken full advantage. And every single Palace fan, glad all over, loving every second. And the story of the game, you could go into the details, you know. Man City, 88% of the ball in the first 15 minutes of the game. And then, 15 minutes and 40 seconds, Eze, with the first touch of the ball in the City box, scores what turns out to be the winning goal. Dean Henderson probably should have been sent off, but he wasn't. And he saved the City penalty. Palace, don't forget they lost their captain, Mark Gahey. Arguably their best defender, they lost him injured on the hour mark. But they still defended stoutly, kept City out. And Kevin De Bruyne has his final season with Manchester City without winning a trophy. There are so many talking points to come, and in less than an hour, the phone in on talkSPORT with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy, 03717 223344. That'll be here at 7:30 on talkSPORT. But John Salako, you got to an FA Cup final, got a draw, it went to a replay back in those days, lost it. They finally righted that wrong. Crystal Palace have finally won a major trophy after 120 years. How are you feeling, sir?
Oh, just catching my breath. This is so magical. It's beyond words. I've got I've got tears in my eyes watching it. It's finally happened. It's so special for these fans and these players. Oliver Glasner's coming, as you've said. And these fans have been magnificent when we nearly went out of business 13, 14 years ago, and Steve Parish and Martin Long and Browett, and they came in, they stumped up the money and they saved the club, and we got into the playoffs, got into the Premier League, and we've been consistent. And I said it was a bit of a sliding door moments for Palace, because if we lose this, we might lose Glasner, we might lose Eze and Mateta and Wharton and possibly Gueye, but if we win, we get Europa football. We get a trophy, we get Europa football, and we build and we go again and we get stronger. And this could be the catalyst for Palace moving on. Instead of selling our players, we're winners, we're in Europe. We're going to go and get some good players and then move on. And wow, I'm just so delighted for all these fans. And, when we beat Millwall in the 6th round, and then we got into the quarterfinals at Fulham, and we had that 3-0 win, I thought, wow, that's when you start daring to dream. And I thought, our name's on this, That's our name's on this. They're a good side, and then we beat Villa. Yeah, our name's definitely on it. I'll tell you what, I was watching this today, and everything in my head said City were going to win today. The way they dominated the game, the chances they had, everything that happened said City were going to get a goal and go on to win this. But listen, our name was on it, and we've got super Eberechi Eze.
And you might keep him as well with European football to come. Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, was here to watch an England international score the winning goal in the FA Cup final. Roy Hodgson, Steve Coppell, Palace managers of the past, and the former England manager, a former Palace player, a former Palace captain, Gareth Southgate, was here today to witness it. Palace legends all, and they witnessed a moment of football history. The Man City players have stood in their half in front of the fans who have remained at Wembley to watch what's going on, and they're probably a little bit shell-shocked. Listen, Stuart Pearce, we questioned or had a discussion at the very least about the team selection from Pep Guardiola. I'm not too sure it was a weak midfield that cost them in the end, but they've lost it, and there will be questions asked, and they're going to end up with nothing this season, and they're not even in the top 5 right now, Manchester City. They've still got work to do, but they'll have to recover from this first.
They certainly will. They've got a couple of games to play in the league, and they've got to make sure they probably win all of those to try and secure Champions League football. Bottom line is, it's not been a good season for them. They've been very up and down. They've probably been as strong over these last 6 weeks to finish the season as they have been all season. Today's all about Crystal Palace. It's about those fans. We've been to Selhurst Park as a player and seen the fans. We've been there as a pundit, as a coach, as a manager. They're incredible fans, and they deserve their day in the sun today.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.